welcome back to the the FJB Ranch and Ozark Homestead. Well, it's getting close to the end of growing season. Matter of fact, I think it's here on us right now, and which kind of makes you turn and wonder, what else can I be doing to take care of myself, my friends, my family, things I can still put up. Well, one of the things is we're supposed to have a frost come through, and I still have tomatoes on the vine, and they're green, and I don't want to lose them. I want to go ahead and get them all processed out. Because the thing about it is, it's kind of like everything else. You want to make sure that you use to the best of your ability, maximize your inflow of things that you can put up to enjoy later on, during the winter months. So what we're going to do today is we're going to pick these green tomatoes, and I'm going to store them in a brown paper bag. Now, in doing that, you're going to actually cause those tomatoes to start to ripen on their own. They won't be on the vine. And then that way we can put them up and be able to utilize them for whatever, during the winter. Okay, we could can them. We could, put them in the freezer, which is probably the route that I'm going to go with these things, because they're going to be small tomatoes. They're not going to be huge, but we're going to do what we can to see what we can salvage before cold weather actually hits them and starts doing something to the plants. We've had a little bit of cool weather already, and I have one plant that looks like it may have got burnt just a little bit, but the tomatoes are still good that's on there. So we're going to get down and pick these tomatoes and see what we can do with them. Well, it finally happened here at the homestead. We finally got a freeze, and my volunteer tomato plants that just came up, they got burnt. And as you can tell, there's some they still have tomatoes on them. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to salvage. Now, not all of them got burnt, but this one did. We're going to try to salvage as much as we can and see if we can't get these green tomatoes picked and get them ripened up to be used. Okay, it's been a few days now since we picked all those tomatoes and put them in our brown paper sack. We got the sack here, right here. And let's see what kind of progress we had. Open this up, and put them in the paper bag. What happens is the tomatoes actually put off a type of gas that in natural settings helps them go ahead and mature and get ripe. Put them in a paper bag traps that gas and forces the green tomatoes to start to ripen up a little bit on their own. So let's see what we got here. Look here. Look here. We got tomatoes. Look. I mean, they're not big. They're not huge. I mean, here's one here's still turning. They're not huge, but they'll be good eating. So that, just a little hint or a little help for y'all out there who may have a small garden in the backyard or even a patio garden, and it's getting to the end of growing season and you don't want to lose anything. So there's one little easy thing that you do. You just put them in a paper bag, roll that bag up, tight, so there can't be any kind of air going in and out, and the paper actually will breathe on its own. That's why you have to use paper. Don't use plastic because they'll just rot, and you don't want anything. I'd put it in a dark place, not a place that's real hot or anything like that, but in a nice cool place. And in a few days, matter of fact, I've got there's probably every bit of 6 or 7 pounds of tomatoes. Now they're all about the same size that's in there, and they'd be good on salads or whatever we want to be. So that's just a couple things coming here from the Ozark Homestead that we try to do to pass on tips and tidbits and hints and things of that nature. And like I said, the growing season has slowed down, almost come to a stop. So there may not be as many videos talking about what to do in the garden. There will be some videos I'll do a little later on to prep your garden. That you can do prep. You can do prep in the wintertime, as long as the ground's not frozen or anything like that. and to get you ready. One of the other things I may do is I may do a little video about seed harvesting, because I still have some things that need to that I have let mature to where I can go ahead and harvest those seeds while I have them to be able to plant next year and save a little money in doing so. So until next time, we'll see you here right here at the old Ozark Homestead. Talk to y'all later.